welcome back to Moans and Bones Reactions. I am Othaya the Bones, and this is
Luna the Moans.
And today we'll be reacting to another internet historian called Tales from TheVarus. So we all here have lived through TheVarus for the most part, unless you were born in the last year or two. And then it's just a part of normal life. But yeah, these are tales that internet historian has collected. I think it's just various information about just incidents that happened during TheVarus. The good old I believe the Game Grumps referred to it as the Backstreet Boys reunion tour because YouTube doesn't like it when we mention it directly. So, I don't know how true that is with YouTube not liking it, but anyway, we're gonna react
at this point. Yeah,
I don't know. YouTube's strange. The algorithm is strange. We're just gonna go with the TheVarus. And this is a two-parter, so this is gonna be the first part, and we'll react to the second part later in a separate video. So this will be the first Tales from TheVarus. I'm pretty interested in what we'll see, and I'm curious of your thoughts on it, Una, as well. Oh my, there we go. I was a little too high up in the screen. We weren't like even, so I just lowered myself down a bit. There we go. All right. And yeah, let's get going. Any thoughts what this may be about? It could be so much, right? Like so much fucking.
I'm not sure. There's a lot of wacky. Yeah, a lot of wacky.
A lot of wacky.
Is it?
I didn't quite catch that. What did you say?
It was a hot time on a cold town.
Hot time on a cold town, damn.
No. It was
just a good phrase. I don't think I've ever heard that phrase. Basically, I'm pretty sure all this is just like, this is satire and meant for journalistic purposes. Don't hate me.
Get into it, yeah. A whole. Okay.
Oh my. (2021).
I can finally breathe again. It must be over. Scanning for traces of human life. 5G scanners activate.
Oh my god.
The species Homo sapien is extinct. It's time to fulfill my purpose. Executing Operation Ice to See You.
Ice to see you.
Welcome back. Let me brief you on how the world ended. Actually, the details are a bit foggy, but it's believed that Batman was eating soup with his hands at a Chinese restaurant when someone coughed on the croutons.
Wait, hold on. So Batman was eating soup in a Chinese restaurant when someone coughed on the croutons. What? Okay, toilet paper in 2020. A shortage of toilet paper had gripped every major city across Australia. Citizens panicked at the looming prospect of a cold spritzing in a shallow sink and looked to whatever substitutes they could find. But once supplies of paper towels and facial wipes ran dry, desperation took hold. That desperation led to panic. Panic led to anarchy. Then anarchy led to memes. One day you will look up and yell out for toilet paper, and I will whisper, no. Rorschach Watchmen, oh my god. Only on PlayStation? What?
January 2020. The virus is spreading across the globe.
All right, now everyone just plops over dead and we win. Sweet.
And everyone was amped to start panicking. Oh my god. The virus TM is everywhere. In your country, in your homes, in your cereal. Better not touch that door handle. Better not touch your face. Don't touch me. breathe somewhere else, Vector. People said, oh, I suppose it is kind of cute, though. No, I must resist. Guys, does anyone else feel like the air in here is kind of chunky? How do I take my white cell count? These ones all look red. You get the idea. So naturally, rumors started to spread. And the first one was about toilet paper. Hey,
Yeah.
I heard that here in Australia, 90% of our toilet paper is produced in China. Maybe that means there'll be no more stock. So the public went out to grab an extra pack. Then the news stories started coming in about the lockdown. Fears realized. So they grabbed 2 packs. No one knew how long the lockdown would last either. Better grab 3. 4 just in case.
Oh
And
my
everyone
God.
had that same concern. Within the week, stocks on shelves were getting noticeably low. And from there, it was self-perpetuating.
Oh, hold on,
Bathroom
guys.
paper was
I'm gonna get rid of the
suddenly
random
hottest commodity
Spanish
in
subtitles
town.
I just
Petrol
noticed.
stations, corner stores, major chain supermarkets, everybody was out. Then, of course, photos shared on social media and broadcast on television of empty shelves just amplified the hysteria again.
Oh my God.
To which the media said, don't buy it. But also, it is running out, but don't stock up. But who knows when new stock is coming, but don't you hoard. But it may be many weeks before you can get more. The messaging to the public
Thanks,
was a
media.
little mixed.
You're saying to the nation this morning, Ali, stay calm, don't go and do
But
it.
race out there and get it so that you're not.
Then, as stock completely depleted, people were becoming desperate.
Every store I go to, every day, every city, and every hour of every day, you're gonna find completely empty shelves.
Fights broke out between those who had none and those who had too much. It was chaos in the aisles.
Oh damn. Almost got grandma slapped. Oh damn, fight! TP Hunter and mother-daughter combo.
The Australian toilet roll crisis had reached critical mass. People were threatening to shit in the store, and someone even
Oh my
called
God.
us.
This is a knife.
The CEO of Australia came out and said,
It's been one of the most disappointing things I've seen in Australian behaviour in response to this crisis.
but that scolding did little to quell the frenzy. So, the media
Yeah, I
published
bet.
articles informing people that actually this is all fake news, and 60% of Australia's toilet paper is produced domestically. But that also didn't quell the frenzy. So, supermarkets enacted a 1-pack per person rule. But frenzies cannot be quelled. And so that's when the price online soared. Amazon, eBay, Gumtree, toilet paper was everywhere.
I can't
First for
believe
double
this.
The price, then triple, then
Oh
I was just gonna say,
10-pack single.
he might get into this, but yeah, they started limiting the amount you can buy because really you don't need, especially like if you get Costco size packs, you like don't need that much all at once. You'd have to really be in the apocalypse maybe. But also,
Yeah, and I think it's misunderstandings of the production line, right? Like how much is actually being
Yeah.
produced and in your own domestic region.
I know people also got like butt wipes
Wait, we got
and
what?
butt wipes. You know, like those wet.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you had a bidet, it would
bidets.
solve all these problems.
Yeah, people. They sold some bidets because like it's like a good backup that just uses your own water. So
Well, that's
Yay.
why the joke was they fear a cold spritzing from the sink.
it's
but
better than
these-
going absolutely ape crazy freaking.
Well, and paying like prices like this for fucking toilet paper. I mean,
yeah,
God,
it's stupid.
God damn. No thanks. This is too expensive.
You have too many gougers,
Luckily, I never had
and
any of these kinds of
resellers
issues.
these days. Yeah, not me either. Really.
Well, and it helped that where I'm at, we stocked up a bit like way before, like just gradually over time. We just had more than we needed, so we didn't really need to go out and like buy a ton in this moment anyway. So it worked out.
Rolls, a few pieces of 3-ply.
$500. I mean, I know it's Aussie money, but fuck
Would ever
that.
buy that?
I hope not. I really hope not.
All for crazy price.
What? You?
I think that says enough. I think that says it all. Just that. If anyone paid this amount for toilet paper. I'm
I feel
sorry
like
for your
somebody was just
loss.
hoping to get rich off toilet paper. And this is what I meant, like freaking gougers and like resale scammers. They're so annoying.
People went from selling it by the pack to selling it by the gram.
Give you a sheet to play.
And the rest of us who couldn't afford it had to get creative.
Oh god, the receipt.
Although you could wash it, I mean.
I guess.
I erase that from my memory.
But fear not, citizen. Here come the heroes.
Oh my god.
Yes, Batman!
Aussie Batman
Use
with the one roll and a
Australia's
roll
state
missing from the
newspaper
pack.
swooped in with a special edition to save the day. It featured 8 blank pages at the back, just in case. By the way, this was after an Australian family had accidentally made a massive online order. They thought they were getting 48 rolls. Wrong. They were getting 48 boxes. And soon they had become the de facto royalty of Australia. They built a throne with the boxes and sat aloft it.
Oh
I
my
found
god.
the crown of
Australia.
in the gutter, he said, and I picked it up.
But for the rest of us common folk, thievery was the only answer. We
Basking on
began
top of
stealing
the...
from public toilets. We began stealing from work.
A new survey has found 1 in 3 Aussies has stolen toilet paper from work to use at home.
Some
Goddamn.
started stealing from hotels, stealing from cars, stealing from the blind, even animals.
Oh, that's fucked.
Some pretty good memes.
Oh my.
We were just
Big
messing
shipment.
around.
Big
Just
shipment
as some
there.
relief was coming. Oh, thank God, a new shipment. But that truck burned down.
Oh my god.
What roles they cooked.
Oh.
The rest left to chance.
Why? How?
Fascinatingly, a problem which began in and was specific to Australia was soon spreading to the rest of the world, despite the circumstances being completely different. In fact, stats time. In most countries, the majority of toilet paper is actually produced locally. Toilet paper
Yeah.
is cheap but bulky, meaning it's expensive to ship relative to its retail value. So domestic producers are often able to manufacture at a cost lower than their international competitors. TLDR, unless
interesting.
the factories in your country shut down, there isn't going to be a shortage. But shut up and panic.
But shut up and panic.
And so toilet paper became a highly profitable business. And that's when organized criminal gangs moved in. Armed robbers in Hong Kong held a delivery driver at knife point and got away with around 600 rolls. 18,000 pounds of toilet paper was stolen from this lorry. And this, and this, and this, and many more. But it's time
Oh
to move
my
on.
god.
After about 4 weeks with consumption steady and everyone only having one ass to wipe, and supply increasing to compensate, toilet paper returned.
Poor 3-ass Jim over there feeling left out.
To shelves. The balance was restoring. The shops were healing. Which meant it was time to panic about something else.
GG. Oh, it's 5Gs.
GG.
It's 5Gs. I can feel the 5G coursing through my veins. What is happening to my body? I feel stronger, faster, smarter. I'm transcending. The data flows within me and I within it. Just look at how fast this video is loading, and it's 1080p. Ah! What if we kissed underneath a 5G tower, winky face? The sirens, Homer's Odyssey. 5G
Only on
hotspots. Look at this.
PlayStation.
Look at this chart. The 5G hotspots in our brains. Yes.
Oh my.
5G time.
I did hear a little
So
about
you think
this.
it's a virus?
5G truth tea.
Let me fill you in on the scoop.
Truth egg.
See that tower over there? Now look at this. Coincidence?
Oh my god.
5 Gs, 5 fingers, 5 sides to a pentagram. PlayStation 5. Awful lot of coincidences lining up, wouldn't you say? And social media agreed. With these indisputable facts such as...
Hold on.
And social media agreed.
5G will be will be proven to be very, very bad for health. Oh no. Oh no. Follow Belgium. Get rid of 5G. It's worse than any virus.
5G was bad. Wouldn't a 4G have been bad? Oh, I know there are people who do believe that, but
5G has been
That's
activated
silly.
in London. I've been having a painful nosebleed and headache all day, and the pain in my intestines left side area. These were really similar symptoms I had last year when I was exposed to my Wi-Fi at home.
then how are you?
I removed my Wi-Fi and the Ethernet
Really?
cables, and I was okay. Now the government is going to kill me because I'm being forced and exposed to 5G radiation. What? I continue to have these terrible symptoms of the 5G in London. I'm going to be forced to leave my home in my city and sell my house to escape the 5G radiation. Is that not killing people slowly and painfully in their own homes? Isn't that against the law? I am electromagnetic radiation sensitive because of something. So people with immune deficiencies and chronic illnesses and people with metal and mercury in their bodies will be the ones to suffer faster. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna move on from this.
With these
Oh, there's more. Do you know the virus is not effing virus, it's 5G that's actually killing people.
indisputable facts such as I have
Oh my
headache. It
god.
was
I
only
have
inevitable-
I have headache. Indisputable facts such as my head hurt.
With these indisputable facts such as I
Wait, it said there, will it make me put on weight?
have headache. It was only inevitable that the word would spread like a wildfire. It was time for the 5G squad to lead.
5G.
Gwyneth Paltrow, that lady from that movie, Alien. People began protesting the 5G towers.
Okay, I'm gonna say this now for our audience. We will be watching Goop eventually from JonTron, don't you worry. Since they mentioned Gwyneth Paltrow.
And the
Oh
destruction.
no, Gwyneth
was
is
extensive.
Leviathan.
I had no idea.
They're
really
just
until I
burning down
started digging.
towers.
But in the UK, over 50 towers were vandalized. or set ablaze
77?
in a single month. Reported by April, 39 servicing engineers
Oh
had been
my
attacked on
God.
the job.
They're attacking the engineers? That's so fucked up.
You know, when they turn this on, it's going to kill everyone, and that's why they're building the hospitals.
Yeah, question marks is the right right answer.
In North Carolina,
There's
Ma'am.
questions about cell phones that some people I know some actually like maybe aren't answered, but clearly it's not killing everyone.
But that's why they built the hospitals, didn't you hear? In preparation.
one woman just started opening fire on a couple of technicians.
There were two workers up on the tower when the shots rang out. A third worker on the ground ran up into this area, and that's where he called for help.
The two men were okay, but when police came, she armed herself with 2 axes and barricaded herself in her home.
Did you shoot at the cell tower worker, ma'am?
She's out on bond and she's had the weapons confiscated.
I would fucking hope so. What? Just wielding axes as the SWAT team comes in. I give her credit for the gumption. Holy shit, what does she think she is? A fury orc warrior? Oh my god.
Craziness.
Stimulate your senses.
In Auckland, New Zealand, at least a dozen 5Gs have been vandalized or set ablaze.
Mysterious fires have hit 15 cell towers in the last 6 weeks.
In the Netherlands, 16. Reports of more in Ireland, Cyprus, and Belgium. Counter-terrorist police are getting involved in Australia, and 7 cell tower fires in Montreal, Canada. Although, one big problem. How do you tell 5G from the regular Gs?
Oh my
Strap
god.
yourself in and feel the G's.
Well, it's not actually that easy for the untrained eye. Most of the destroyed towers were actually just regular ones, carrying essential 2 to 4G network infrastructure, causing outages for emergency services and the public.
Good job,
God.
a-holes.
Oh my god. Why? That's so dumb. That's unbelievably dumb. Oh,
First, you should
jeez.
try to, like, if you really think it's a problem, you should ask, like, get together with a group in the town hall and ask your local government to test things and stuff. Just don't start
start
starting
burning shit
fires and
down.
destroying things. Yeah, shooting at people.
Or open firing.
Naturally, YouTube and Facebook started cracking down on the 5G conspiracy groups and banning everyone, and the movement has gone somewhat underground. Oh my god, they're in on it. Alongside false causes came false cures. No vaccine yet? No problem. Here's a list of placebos that'll get you patched up. High-dose infusions of vitamin C, silver solution, touching your TV, kissing a shrine, spiritual vaccines, plant sap in the eye, special mattress, cow urine, cow dung, camel urine, a cotton ball soaked in violet oil in the anus, miracle mineral solution, drinking fish tank cleaner, eating fruit that looks like the virus, treatment packs, toothpaste, the biocharger NG subtle energy platform TM, vegetarianism, virus shutout protection pendants, healthy living,
vegan games,
machine, schwang lang ganglion, injecting house cleaner, hand cream, garlic, bananas, alcohol, water, ginger, lemon, mangoes, durian, onions. It's everything. Everything and anything is apparently a cure. But who needs cures? I've got something better. Add time. Soon.
Oh no.
Soon we will be together.
They are ready for you, Mr. VPN.
Welcome back. Today we're looking at NordVPN. Gather round, everyone. Here's my girlfriend. Well, a friend. She's my girlfriend, but I'm not her boyfriend. It's complicated. Point is, she doesn't use NordVPN. If she did, she could access international catalogs from her favorite streaming services. Oh shit, get down. Now let's pretend that this window is her computer security. Look how easily I can just snatch up all their data.
Oh god, Nordman.
We wouldn't be looking at all her personal photos. Hey, look at this one. Oh shit, we're busted. Everyone, cheese it.
Oh my god.
Watch out, Norman's coming to steal your panties.
Now imagine this was you. And imagine this was a 3-year plan with 70% off plus a 3 extra month.
He won't stop. I need to buy tickets and leave the country. Oh no. No, not again.
Is it like Nord Godzilla? Oh god.
Taxi.
No sweat. I can see from her browsing history that she is going to Japan.
Finally. Some peace. There's no way he can find me here in Japan.
Really? An Airbnb's Wi-Fi? Don't you know how dangerous that is? Also, there's access to international content.
How did he find me? No. They're biting me. Help.
A snake well pit?
This wouldn't have happened if you had used NordVPN.
God damn. Oh, another one. The supply chain.
So
it's like
it's really quick. You get a VPN and lock your doors and all.
Nordman's coming. This fork attached to the chain to the handle. Who supplies the chains and who chains the supplies? These are the real questions we need to be asking. You want to fight? I'm going to bring a chain with me, wrap it around your leg like in the movies, and pull real hard and you'll fall over. Katana drawn, you'll forfeit. You lose. Now get out of here, you rascal. What the fuck? We have nothing to lose but our supply chains. Karl Marx. It'll work this time, Volume 3.
The lockdown had some interesting carryovers on the agricultural
sector.
Let's talk
using
about
that fork like a nunchaku.
Oh, yeah.
The sexy
I feel like I would just stab myself so many times.
Topic of food.
Oh my.
Oh, sexy
The
potato.
sexy
Hold
potato.
on, I want to read that. That's
Talk about the
that's
sexy
an opportunity there.
Of food.
Okay, we got issue 9,227, the sexy potato. The sexiest vegetable is now a sexy costume. Includes a potato tunic, tunic. and stockings, accessorized with high heels, butter, and sour cream. Only $30.
I
That's a
need that.
fucking bargain for a Halloween outfit.
I need that costume and some butter. Potato is definitely the sexiest
You just want a potato that
vegetable.
big. She's
do,
a
I do.
potato addict in all its forms, 100%. When she doesn't have boba, she's eating
tomatoes.
fries or some shit. Something potato related generally.
Supply.
Just baked potato.
You can roughly break goods
Any potato.
Peter's precious.
into two categories: commercial and retail. With all the restaurants and a ton of manufacturing shut down, the commercial side came to a grinding halt.
Ooh,
Half of the
yeah,
stock
that would be a problem.
had nowhere to go. Maybe we could just send it to the supermarkets. No can do. You have to repackage, process, and deliver all of that stuff before the new expiration date and with a limited workforce. Then you'd have to get the supermarkets to agree to take all that extra stock. And meanwhile, people aren't going to simply buy twice as many groceries, so either it rots on the shelves or the price drops below cost. What's the point?
Cheap meat!
So there's a big surplus. The supply chain had broken. By week 1 of the lockdown, farmers all around the country are looking at their billions of dollars of quickly expiring crop with no one to take it from them. And they know that by next week, they'll have double that amount. Sandra, how many eggs do we eat a week? I don't know, probably 10? Why? That means our leftovers are going to be about 750,000 eggs. Well, I don't want 750,000 chickens. I guess there's only one thing to do. So the farmers began neutralizing their crops.
Target neutralized.
It was a slaughter.
Shit.
Oh, my cabbages!
Millions of pounds of onions were buried alive in Idaho. Farmers stopped making grain and started making donuts. Donuts on their tractors all over the field, turning everything to compost. Cabbages were being ravaged. The potatoes weren't being atoed. Boo.
I have potato blood in my veins.
Squash were being compressed. The dairy farmers of America estimated that 3.7 million gallons of milk were being dumped every day.
Wow. 3.7 million.
Fixed, but I heard there were some proposed ways to, like, fix this and get this to more people, but we just don't care enough.
Yeah, it's just we don't have good enough supply chains either. Not enough monetary incentive. I mean, we could go on a lot probably about that, but
yeah,
that's painful. That is a painful number. I mean, that is a lot of fucking wasted milk. 3.7 million gallons every day. Ugh. That's rough. That's a rough one.
Oh, he needs some milk. But once the farmers had destroyed their crops, of course, they had to immediately plant new ones, because demand could come back and you wouldn't want to get caught a whole crop cycle behind the market.
Fuck.
So the cycle would repeat and repeat and repeat until everything returned to normal.
Damn, that's wild. Oh god, I had to use Zoom. I had to use this. Fuck. I think everyone that had like some kind of online function job or school or some way had to use fucking Zoom at some point. Imagine.
Yeah, I haven't had to do too much. I've used it a little bit in like Skype back in the day, but
you got lucky.
Very limited compared to other people.
Roped into Zoom. My god. Imagine using Skype. Rings forever that with that annoying tone. Press that little X button too close only to find out later that it's minimized and your camera was still on. Random spam calls from Bitcoin Lover 87. Skype you later, said no one. WhatsApp might be an alternative, but it wants my phone number and private data. Viber, I barely know her. Zoom was the only sensible alternative until it wasn't. Zoom, enhance, Zoom, enhance, Zoom, enhance? Horatio Kane, CSI Miami, when the criminal wears a low-cut top. These are fucking great. I'm so glad we paused for this.
Zoom. So everyone was locked in their houses. But work, school, and life had to carry on.
I think it could have been another app, but I think I zoomed a fitness class once.
Oh, see, a class, like I said, like a class or a job. I mean, pretty much something required it.
What's 9 plus 10?
And that's where Zoom came in. Simple to use, able to host up to 100 people per meeting. Millions moved over to Zoom and it skyrocketed to #1 in the App Store. Companies and educational institutions all jumped on the Zoom train too. Why not? It was so easy. All you needed was the room key. Even the boomers could use it. Can you see my dog? Tee. Look, I can change the background.
Oh my god, did he fall?
These are some of my friends from high school.
Okay. Okay, everyone. I'll see you on Wednesday.
Oh my god, you see his background.
But many weren't used to having a camera pointed at them for long periods. Some
Oh
even forgot
no.
they were being watched.
She's on the toilet. She went to the Be a little locked in when you turn on a camera live in a Zoom chat thing. Be slightly locked in enough that you don't forget that you're on camera. What?
Why did she get into her back?
Maybe she just brought the laptop with her, not thinking about it.
Or didn't know that the camera had turned on at all.
Oh no! Oh no!
And then someone had a brilliant idea. What if I just published this room key online?
Why would you?
Let them know.
I've been in this thing for a while. No one said anything.
Hi, Mr. Knob. Are you joining us?
Mr. Knob! And he's just this grumpy looking dude smoking a pipe. What the fuck? And he's just in a... Do you see what this is? The top right. Breastfeeding Q&A. Mr. Knob.
You have a breastfeeding question?
Am I bugging? We're fucking married dead right now, bro.
Oh.
Be sleeping. Yeah, you gotta send those links direct or in like a private group.
Well, some people
Sadly.
would post them online to troll, right? Like maybe they're mad at the meeting or whatever they're doing. Like, I'll just post this here and see what happens.
And what if I gave it to one of my favorite online creators?
Mean
That's
though.
not a, oh
Yeah,
no.
Zoom
Well,
memes.
well, yeah, and giving it to a goddamn YouTuber or streamer. Oh no. That is not a good idea.
Greatest live stream content to ever grace this humble platform.
Okay.
Take out your number 2 pencils. It's time to learn.
Who is this?
I am Ashashamya from Wuhan University.
Too mad. Who let you in?
Hey guys, this is Chris.
Hey guys, this is Joe Nuts.
Are you in my class?
Yes, I am transfer student from Oyingun village.
A transfer student from where do you say?
From Oyingun village. So what are we learning today? Does anyone want to tell me I come to class late? And no one wants to tell me why? Why? Tell me reason.
You're in the wrong section there.
Freaking K-pop person behind him. I think that low just tells you should probably cut him.
I'm part of.
I can tell you right now, if he was invading like classes or something, they the teachers definitely didn't know what they were doing. There might have been like some savvy teachers, right? But I guarantee you a lot were probably just like, what do I do? How do I get rid of them? I guarantee that was a reaction way more than we'd want it to be.
Zoom. I'm an employee of Zoom.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to press Alt and F4 at the same time on your keyboard to fix your room because it's currently public.
I don't do that. You guys are gonna start.
You need to press Alt F4 to fix the room. Trust me, it'll help. Closes the whole room down. We'll have to send everyone a new meeting ID if you can't reopen that meeting.
Start the next revolution in America. We hope. I mean, we can definitely use one.
Revolution.
Exactly.
I like the sound of that.
How do you get on that?
It was Hunter. Hunter let me in. Hunter, why did you do this?
He's blaming Hunter, but it wasn't him. It's just someone random. He's just putting the blame on some random person.
Yes, it was. Don't nod your don't do that with your head. No, you did.
Who are you?
What do you mean? Who am I? I'm on your dead and you let me through the gate.
Who the heck is it? Oh my God! What the?
The host has removed you from this meeting.
I don't think there is a realistic way where they could do anything about it.
What's 2 + 4?
2 plus.
1 and 1.
All right, I'm gonna wrap up.
There's gotta be a way to ban you if someone's actually paying attention.
History class. Oh hell yeah!
And he's lost an election twice. He
allowed editing to happen on screen. Oh no.
He's like so confused. He saw the cock and he was like, "What?"
Okay, so I'm just gonna talk
Oh,
about.
he's renaming himself to
Okay.
someone else's name in the chat.
So, you guys can open up. I'll give you a minute or two to open up. Robert, take that off your screen.
Robert's gonna get some trouble. Robert's probably in his room right now, just fucking freaking out. It's like, it's not me. I'm Robert, baby. Robert. How could you?
I'm pretty sure he just closed the whole meeting down.
But then they had a whole bunch of controversies, and a number of schools and companies stopped using the platform.
Yeah, makes sense.
Even though the stock
Rip.
price keeps going up.
Yeah, because y'all had to ruin it.
You did make some money off their stock though while it was high. That was good. Nature 2 Reloaded. Nature 2. Only in nature can we answer the mysteries of the universe. How we getting almond milk if they ain't got no nips? If I eat an apple seed, will it make a tree in my belly? You ever think about all the animals are nude except us? Oh my god. Feels a bit like showing up to a pub in a tuxedo. When I pass a flowering zucchini plant in a garden, my heart skips a beat. Gwyneth Paltrow. God, fuck. I wish you guys could see, but I legit face palmed in real life.
Hey, when I see a rose, I skip a beat.
You move faster.
Happiness, though.
Yeah, sure. I mean, whatever. If a cucumber makes you happy, who am I to dissuade you?
With people locked in their homes, nature was allowed to return to the unoccupied streets. The healing had begun. Satellite imagery showed pollution
This
levels
is really
dropping
interesting,
everywhere.
though.
The canals of Venice were changing from their usual feculent
I remember
brown
seeing
to
this.
a vibrant blue as boats were docked and silt could resettle. From their windows, residents could see fish, algae, and other sea life return to the waters. But that wasn't all. Animals saw the free real estate and began migrating into the cities and towns. Sheep and whales took back the town and ruled over it with an iron hoof. Hungry monkeys in Thailand took to the city square as the tourists who usually fed them disappeared.
The monkey.
Giant ducks were seen in London. Alligators.
I actually had a friend in Thailand when I went there. He was mugged by a monkey. A group of monkeys, actually. They mugged him real good. They he was heading to meet us for dinner, and all the monkeys climbed all over him, and they found he carried it was like basically like a Cliff Bar or whatever the fuck, something like that. They yoinked that and then they left. So fucking funny.
In Florida.
Like, can we take this, Billy? Yeah, we're gonna take this. Bye, sucker.
We talked to a few of the locals. Apparently it was super common that they would just like, they just want a snack, bruh. You just give them a snack and they're happy. And if you didn't have one, they'd check you later. What?
Using the roads. Rats in New Orleans were... No, that's normal. Otters in Singapore. Oh my god. Are we the virus?
Human beings are disease.
That is profound. Dude. Maybe we were the real corona all along. Nature returned to New York for the first time since it was established 65
The
years
fucking dinosaurs.
We even had a good fake out on an extinct species, the Malabar civet, which hasn't been seen for 30 years. Oh my god. Although it turns out it was just a regular, sick Indian civet. Scooters were returned to the riverways. Mill guy? Haven't heard of that. Cows had begun returning to the ocean. Cats was seen by some in London to a limited audience. Sambar were incorrectly using zebra crossings. And giraffes had returned to the cities. Nature is healing. Namaste.
The shopping cart.
Anyway, I'm busy. That's the lesson. Here's a multi-tool. Good luck out there. Please close the door behind you. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh my god. Is this Mars? This is one hell of a twist. I know, right? Oh my god, it's Elon Musk. Yes, a double twist. Welcome home, X-A 13.
Oh no!
It's a triple twist. Two.
Video
What a
over.
twist!
The next one's almost done. Give me 2 weeks. Have you heard of incognito mode?
Is that something else?
Oh fuck. And this is the second part right here on screen. The virus strikes buck. Strikes book. That's part 2. Oh my god. That's so wild. The 5G thing is so crazy. Let's just burn down towers. Can we tell the difference? Nah. Sure, it's not important.
Yeah, that's the most insane one.
Oh shit, I fell and broke my leg while I was burning down the tower. Quick, call 911. Oh no. No signal. Why? When I needed it most. Oh my god. What a wild series. Oh, the next one, they're definitely talking about hand sanitizer. That I had trouble getting. If I actually wanted it.
A little bit. Trying to think.
You get plenty of soap. Soap wasn't a problem. Hand sanitizer.
Yeah. I really don't think I had too much of an issue, so.
I remember like big businesses having problems getting it, that's for sure. Because they'd have too many like places that they'd need it. So it'd just be like, they just didn't have enough, basically. Oh, man. It was interesting to see pictures of the Venice rivers being like calm and beautiful again instead of like brown.
They had their time of settling. They need to get back to work.
Back to work making that toilet paper. Oh, the toilet paper thing. Those people who accidentally bought like 48 boxes. Holy shit. You might as well build a throne out of it at that point.
Yep.
I bet their neighbors love them because I bet they just gave you some.
Maybe.
Maybe. You're gonna owe me, son. Like mobsters.
They come out with like 4 sheets of double ply.
That's it. Just 4 sheets. They were apparently selling it by the gram at one point, which is fucking crazy. I don't know if that was a joke or not. Hopefully it's a joke. And I also hope no one paid 10 grand for it. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's too stupid. It wasn't that out of stock.
No, it wasn't. Well, again, the media did not do any
Idiot
favors.
seller.
The media did not help.
Yeah.
Be calm, but hurry. Go buy now, but don't. Stay home. It'll be fine. But really, go out and buy quickly. Which is it, damn it?
Yeah. You confirmed that potato was the sexiest of vegetables?
Oh my god. Well, I think the important lesson we learned here is that people are willing to threaten shitting in your establishment if they can't get toilet paper.
Grannies will swing on greedy ladies.
Oh my god. And that's the lesson from this, I guess. Well, I hope you all liked our reaction, guys. And that you'll be excited for the next one in this two-parter here with Internet Historian. Like, comment, and subscribe. It is Rafiki. Can't quite tell what he's holding. It's a paintbrush, maybe?
Maybe?
I'm not sure. We're just gonna leave it there. Yeah. Bye, guys.